This is the Inner Gamer on the White House. I'm Donald Trump.
Hello and welcome to the Inner Gamer On. My name is Brett Yanofsky.
I'm Austin Morales, and PlayStation E3 just ended its presser. Day 3 is over, and my God, we are actually hyped. Finally, after 3 days at the very end of day 3, at least I'm hyped. Brett, are you hyped?
I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking hyped. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got hyped.
Yeah.
PlayStation did it again. They bring it. They brought it. It's been served. And Kojima will eat anything that you give us.
Wait. Kojima will eat it or we'll eat it?
We'll eat anything Kojima serves for us. Anything. I don't care what it is.
Man.
It could be the most benign bullshit thing he's ever served. And I will fucking just...
Wow.
Brett?
Noted.
I mean, will you?
No.
Okay.
I don't know
What games are we pumped about? What are the big hitters of...
Well, before we jump into the big
PlayStation
hitters,
E3.
I want to talk about the conference as a whole real quick.
No, we can't jump in.
No, we got to talk about this for a second.
All right.
So there's a couple key things to point out to this. So they opened up and we were like, what the hell is happening with this showcase? They were inside of a tent that had like hanging lights and it looked like a church.
Well, side
and
note,
the microphone was
expectations were up
terrible.
here. Like, up here.
Yeah.
Like, you can't see it. It was up here. And then we got the church.
Then we got to church. And it was just, the audio was bad. Everything about it was just, what the heck is happening, Sony? And then a guy came out with the banjo and he started playing music. I was like, okay, Last of Us. Like, at least we're getting some Last of Us music. And he played the music and it went on and on for a little bit. And all of a sudden...
did not look that great. Like, the lighting wasn't that great. It was a small room. It looked like you're at a press event, or like, it looked like you're at a work meeting. Where they have lights and like they're gonna do awards for the year, like who was the best on time person. Anyway,
well, turns out they were setting the stage for the scene of The Last of Us 2 cinematic opening trailer, in which you have Ellie from The Last of Us 1, who is sitting there with a new character, I believe. Is he a new character? The Asian guy?
Yeah, all new characters.
So new character, and then he is sitting there they're talking together, and then a woman walks up, and then they start to dance, and they have a moment, and then this room that they're in is like a tent that has the dangling lights and everything. So it was to set the scene for what we were about to watch.
Right.
And then they go into a gameplay trailer, like right off the bat. Before we jump into that, I want to mention a couple more things. So during this whole entire conference, they had no mention of microtransactions, no clear signs of like loot boxes or anything like that. There was just amazingly beautiful games, all gameplay, even shots where we're like, damn, that looks so good. And then they cut to the player and you're like, damn.
We just went from cutscene immediately into gameplay and no transition whatsoever. And it's just like, it's all in this rendered in the same engine. And it's...
I have one thing to say to Xbox. Xbox One enhanced my ass. That's what I got to say.
Damn, burn.
Speaking of burn, freaking Ellie burned the shit out of people in Last of Us 2. So we're going to talk about The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Spiderman, and Death Stranding all in this conversation. Let's start with Last of Us 2. Austin, how freaking hyped were you about this gameplay?
Dude, let me tell you. So watching all these trailers, like I'm getting sucked into some of them, and it's great. Like all for the past 3 days, like, okay, cool. I'm pumped, jazz, whatever. This was real. The moments that they showed for The Last of Us 2 felt so real. I was able to lose myself in them. The experience that they're bringing with The Last of Us 2 is, I don't think anyone could live up to it. Like God of War is probably the only one closest that can live up to this. Like, you are in there, the way that they have made this game put you exactly where they want you to be, and you feel like you're a part of it. At least I did. Like, watching it,
right.
It's real moments. And it's hard to get that in a video game.
It's real and it's personal too. Like they're not afraid to like get up and close. Like kind of, I mean, a lot like God of War. Like they're not afraid to like get up in there on those shots. Like when she gets beat down, like she's getting beat down. When she's stabbing somebody, like you're seeing that blade go through their throat. Like it's gruesome.
You feel it.
Brutal. Yeah. Feel it. You hear it. You sense it. Like maybe they'll have some kind of like nose attachment where you can like smell all this shit too. I don't know.
Here's a word we haven't used in a long time. It's visceral.
It's visceral. Yes, it's visceral. So, man, I don't know what else to say about The Last of Us Part 2. It was amazing how they went from that calm, serene scene where she's with this woman and having this moment to transitioning to her just like kicking ass. And before that,
And she got her ass kicked a little bit.
she got her ass kicked a little bit. Before that, the dialogue that they were talking about, Ellie was like, "Oh, I think all the guys in here are looking at you," and she's like, "Well, what if maybe they're looking at you?" And then they transition into the shot of everything. And then after that, they cut back into the world. And then the girl looks at Ellie and is like, maybe they're, like afraid of you, or they should fear you, or something like that. So, like, yeah, that was such a cool like transition in the whole entire experience. So,
God, that is storytelling right there.
Yeah.
To show like what is that, 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah,
something like that.
Probably.
Like they told a story, like a very small story and a bigger story in 10 minutes, and it was so compelling.
Yeah,
they got me hyped.
Yeah. And that UI, man, it's so simple. It's so clean. It's like just a little tiny circle in the corner. That was it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. But man, the graphics on it are just, I mean, it's like
This
Uncharted 4 on another level.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the lighting and everything, it's amazing. So Last of Us Part 2, really exciting. I need to go back and play the first one so I can get ready for this one. Can't wait. So next, we had an intermission. And they basically cut to showing some trailers and stuff that we'll talk about later. But then they open up in a new room, and then this guy comes out, and he looks like he's wearing Japanese attire from like back in the days of where the setting it takes place, and he's playing this wooden flute, and he starts playing this music that goes along with the scene. In the background, they have this huge, massive screen in this new room that
it's
they're
like
in.
an ultra
triple wide. It's huge, and they have this grass that's flowing, and you're like, man, this looks so good. And then they just cut into the game after the guy finishes playing, and hear that like all those leaves and everything. That was the flipping game. Like it looked just like the game.
Yeah, no, it was good.
What?
It was so good. So this was the Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, Ghost of Tsushima.
We got gameplay. It's basically Samurai The Witcher 3. That's basically what it is. I am fine with that. Completely fine with that. And those graphics look just as good as The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Maybe better. That weather system they have in the background, no, we don't know anything about that, but it's a possibility that it could be, what do you call it?
Dynamic weather.
Thank you. Dynamic weather. I don't know yet, but that looked amazing. Like everything. It seems like it kind of plays like Uncharted because they have the grappling hook and all this stuff, but the samurai play, that's going to be interesting.
The sword play it seems a little bit slower. You definitely have to like wait for you have to time your attacks a little bit. There's some parries involved. But the attacks are like, again, using that word, visceral. They are very intense. Like when you go up to a guy to like do a takedown kill, like you take that sword and stab it right up inside of his chest, and then he falls to the ground, and then you just pick it back up and just like stab him as you're walking away. And it's very gruesome. They don't hold back, but I love the colors in this world, the vibrancy of everything, the way that everything flows independently around the landscape. Like there better be photo mode because I want to take so many pictures. Like,
well, I mean, if you look at those like Japanese prints and stuff, like where they do the what do you call it? I guess it's the watercolor stuff, and they have those rolling hills and like you see this very 2D view of something. It's very obscure in a way, it doesn't look real, but like when you look at that setting, you can see what they were seeing. I feel like at least the way it's designed, like these rolling hills that go for miles, and you can see this plane, and it really sets the scene. Like everything is just, you feel like you're in it, like you're living it.
Yeah,
that's what PlayStation brought this year. Like you're living everything that they're showing.
This was this is made by Sucker Punch, and they're most known for infamous games as well as the Sly Cooper series. And to see them jumping into this kind of game that's so much more serious, because Infamous had a little bit of a lighthearted tone and points, but it was a lot more. I mean, it was just urban. I mean, you're like kind of a superhero kind of person, but not really. And in this case, like it's a very much more serious type of storytelling, and it's very, very gorgeous and very exciting. I can't wait to see when this game comes out eventually at some point.
We'll
probably see like 2 more trailers over the next 2 years, and then it'll be like, it's out now. 2020.
I was thinking like, what is this game going to be? I I honestly had no expectations. They weren't high at all for it by any means, but now that I've seen it, holy shit. So the cool thing is I think there's going to be a dueling mode.
Hope so.
I mean, I don't know if there's going to be multiplayer or not, but within the game, you're able. They showed a part where you have to fight a friend, and it goes into dueling mode. So before they showed you fighting other, I guess, enemies, and it was very simple, like normal fighting that you would expect from a video game. But this allowed you to go in, and it was like it's almost like a boss battle.
Yeah,
and you had to be like a little more tactical, a little more like you're really watching your enemy, and that's interesting.
It wasn't just
That's
like
really
one
interesting.
hit stab kind of kill. It was you definitely have to play this out for a little bit.
Right.
Do a couple parries, a couple stab maneuvers and stuff like that. And what I really liked about that is they started getting attacked as they were having this fight scene, and like there was flames and stuff there was all these like bright red leaves cluttering the ground, and they started falling from the sky around you and stuff, and just it was gorgeous to look at. And then as the fire started spreading, like there was
you have
flames
enemies.
flying up in the
There's
air, and
enemies
like
coming.
particle effects and everything. It was
There's enemies
amazing.
coming. They're shooting fire
Right.
arrows at that area.
Yeah.
So,
But the visuals were just
Yeah.
like that moment right there was awesome. Like definitely check that part out because that's just wild. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, really awesome. Next we have Death Stranding, the game that we've seen nothing but cutscenes for, and now we've seen a trailer, and now we still don't know what this game is about.
and we've seen gameplay.
And we've seen gameplay,
Where
like
it's-
10 or 15 minutes of gameplay.
It's a backpack simulator starring fan service of Norman Reedus.
Yes. He carries a backpack. He's a delivery man in the future where there's smoke monsters that want to kill him.
Yes.
But
And he
no,
uses
but in all
babies.
seriousness, like it's a very like ominous and mysterious trailer, and it looks really, really cool. Like I'm excited. Like I love like he was exploring the world, and there was a point where I literally thought it was just like a puzzle walking simulator for a while, because he's just wandering with these backpacks, different sizes of backpack components, like compartments. So it's like over time you like pick up more stuff, and maybe that adds to the challenge of like maneuvering through the world, traversing the world, because he's climbing up the sides of cliffs, and then he's going across like narrow ladders that like are basically a walkway across to a chasm, and it's really, really weird and really, really Hideo Kojima. So
I made a joke earlier that I was like, maybe Konami was the reason Hideo Kojima made anything that made sense, because they might have been those people who are like, okay, make this make sense. Stop being so cryptic with all your bullshit. Like, it's
Yeah.
so cryptic. Like they showed cutscenes and stuff. And what was the tagline they had this whole time? Like, give me your hand to live or something
yeah,
like that.
give me your hand in life, give me your hand in death, give me your hand in flesh. Those were the three things that they said throughout it. So
What does that mean? Wow.
there's definitely a lot of like relationships to like life and death and things of that nature, because like you're sitting there. There's one point that was really interesting where they showed more of this invisible thing that walks around that's trying to kill you or whatever. But one observation I had was they were like he and this other character that they introduced, this like blonde woman, were standing up against a wall, and this creature who just shows up via footprints is walking around them and steps up right in front of them, and they're standing right there, completely visible, not hidden by anything, and the creature doesn't see them. So I'm assuming this creature like responds to sound,
I
and
think so.
that's about it. But it's invisible, so like it's scary. And then later on, like there's a part where he uses that fetus that we've seen in like all these scenes, and then he takes the fetus, like awakens the fetus or whatever with like a glowing light inside of his chest piece, and attaches it to a thing that then causes that little robot blinking light thing to start flashing and like doing its deal.
A lot of things. There's
A lot of things. And it starts revealing the black things that we've been seeing in
Smoke
all these
monsters.
trailers. It's black smoke monsters throughout the world. So it's like a radar basically to
Yeah.
detect these
Yeah.
things.
So you got. So it looks like there's like these traversing stealth parts to the game at least. I did see in the trailer that there's just one part where Norman Reedus pulls out this gun-looking thing, and it evolves into like a rifle
Looking thing.
So I assume there's going to be some gunplay of some sort, but mostly it was just a walking simulator.
Yeah.
A backpacking walkie simulator.
Yeah. Yeah.
With starring Norman Reedus.
But it looks badass.
It does look badass.
And I want it.
Yeah. I don't care what it is. I want to play it all the time.
Yeah. It was really wild though. But I'm glad to see like the game has progressed and to see the world that we're going to be exploring. Very desolate. But gorgeous
you think
in its
this
own
is
way.
Mars or like a different planet? It's definitely
Well, there
not.
was some Mars, but then there's other. It looks like it was on different places almost.
Yeah.
Because there's one part where it looked like Mars. It was all like brown terrain. But then he was going through some lush environments, and then you know, that ravine that he was walking through and stuff like that. So I don't know if you travel to different places or how that works. I bet there's space travel.
Small tidbit is that these invisible smoke monsters actually make time go forward. So there's a part in the trailer where the blonde lady said something about that, or mentioned the monsters making things go forward in time, and then when they step on the ground, you see things, you see plant life like start to sprout and get older and grow. And I was like, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
So what the fuck are these things? We know nothing, man. We know nothing.
We won't know until 2025.
I don't know.
Anyway, so last game we have here in our big reveals is Spider-Man. Of course, they had Spider-Man. Spider-Man is coming out like literally in a couple months, and we're really excited about it. And this trailer, this gameplay, actually, it was like, I thought I was really excited before, but now I'm on another level excited.
You hadn't seen anything yet.
We saw Electro, Rhino, Scorpion, whatever that dude was that had the black face and the white suit and stuff like that.
I forgot what they said.
He's got some kind of hero character thing.
Yeah.
But man, it's so fast and like the combat's really quick, very Batman-y, like you were kind of saying. Yeah. But it seems like webbing around is really, really simple and quick.
Yes.
And just responds so very well.
Everything we want in the Spider-Man game. Like take I think was it Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3? The last one that you could really web around.
Spider-Man
one of
2
those
probably.
One of those Spider-Mans, and it's basically taking that and evolving it and putting it in today's video game arena and allowing us to really have a lot of fun with it. But we know there's going to be at least 6 enemies taking place. And yeah, like Brett said, there was just nonstop action the whole time. I can't wait to get my hands on this game. It's going to kick ass. It's coming out this
3
year,
months
right?
from now.
Shit.
Exactly 3 months from now.
Well, I don't think it's going to get
a little
game
less
of the
than
year,
3 months.
It'd probably be the best action adventure game this year.
There's a lot of games that are going to compete. We still got Red Dead Redemption.
I know.
So
what else
much.
is coming out during that time?
We have Red Dead Redemption. We have Spider-Man. We have Battlefield 5. We have Call of Duty. We have
what was the one from not Square Enix, Ubisoft coming out? It was dropping same time. Remember?
I should remember this.
I don't remember.
I don't remember right now.
Shit.
The Division. No, that's January. I don't know. Another game. But anyway, you should go watch our video at youtube.com/innergamer to see the Ubisoft video.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, shit. That's right. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, my gosh. Another open world game. There we go. So that is Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks fantastic. I cannot wait to play it. Like the particle effects, the physics engines in all these games, like seriously, the PS4 Pro, if it's running on this on a 4K HDR, like why do you need anything else? Like it's looks so good. And they're already talking about new consoles. It looks so good.
So we're talking about, you know, these games that come out and how it's kind of like the developer or like Sony giving back to its community, like really giving fan service to us. And this is what I'm talking about. You have these kick-ass games that literally are top of the line that get you hyped to be a PlayStation owner.
Hyped.
Xbox is not doing that. Yes, you get some cool games.
Hey, guess what? You get another Halo and Gears this year or next year.
I'm not
sometime.
not hyped. I'm still we don't even know. We don't even know. What is Halo Infinite? Nobody knows. It's a fucking trailer. That's what it is.
Well, look at how many 2s you have in this lineup. 1, 2. I mean, Spider-Man's like technically like 5, but it's a brand new imagining, you know, of the game. So that's a big deal right there, I think.
No, that is really good.
So let's go into our other announcements that we have. We're going to run through these relatively quickly, but we're doing pretty good. So first one we have is Control. Now, this got me like, I lost my shit when I saw this because Control is the next game by Remedy Entertainment, which has always been a Xbox first company. And now, how the hell did PlayStation nab them? Like, that's impressive.
It's because they're so good.
Control is it looks like you play as a female protagonist. There's basically like time control mechanics, like telekinesis and stuff like that.
Just like Quantum Break.
Very Quantum Break like, but hopefully there's no like videos that distract that you have to watch for the entire time. I mean, that was probably cool, but not I'm glad they're focusing on the gameplay. But I love Remedy. I mean, Max Payne was fantastic. Alan Wake was fantastic. Quantum Break did get pretty good reviews despite some flaws and stuff like that. So I'm anxious to see more about this game. Austin,
now, the game,
you're excited.
The game, to kind of like, I was hyped. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty hyped. But this is the game to push it over the top. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, this is it. This is the game.
Wait, Candy Crush 2.
God, no. No, it was Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Whoa.
Remake. They remade Resident Evil 2. So as far as I know, it's the full story. Everything looks fucking gorgeous. Just phenomenally gorgeous.
It really doesn't. Yeah, it looks awesome.
I mean,
visually.
for it being like super dark, like it's the retelling of the story, and I feel I can't remember now because we've been doing a lot of like predictions over the past week or two. But I feel like I was saying that it'd be awesome if we got something like that.
People have been predicting it. Like it's been kind of the rumor mill in the area, but just not as big of a rumor mill as the other ones.
Right.
But it's real. It's happening.
It's real. Now
it looks damn good.
This is what's really exciting. It is
visceral.
coming January 25th next year. Holy balls.
Yeah. What was the other game that's coming out in January? Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Shit. So you have like Kingdom Hearts and you have this like freaking zombie like blood guts everywhere game.
Two great cult classics that have survived from the PlayStation since PlayStation 2, right?
Both from Japan, ironically.
Like those things have been like with PlayStation for a very long time
Yeah.
So I like how now, like side note, I like how a bunch of games that could be released like in the fall are now like rolling over, and like January and February are becoming these huge months for like game releases.
Yeah. There's no longer like the fall shebang. Now it's like all the best games come out January through March and April and stuff. It's weird.
Oh man, it's awful.
So then there's another game that was kind of a surprise because Justin Roiland just brought out that other game that's the name is slipping me, the VR game, but he's now making a new game called Trover Saves the Universe. It's really silly. It's got all the voices that Justin Roiland does. Not much besides that, huh?
The Rick and Morty
guy. Yeah.
Is that the game we were talking about? The VR Rick and Morty?
No, this is one they just announced on the video.
No, I know, but you were saying the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Oh, okay,
I forgot what it was called. It had a name, but it looked really good, and I want to play it. It's coming to me right now. Wait, hang on. Is it coming to me? No, it's not. I'll remember. Anyway, so Trover Saves the Universe is coming out, and it looks really silly. Go watch the trailer. It's pretty fantastic.
And then we have from Teen Ninja, Neo 2. Unexpected.
Very unexpected.
I didn't think this was gonna get well. I wasn't really even like into the whole like could there be a second one, but I'm glad there is a second one. I didn't play it. I did play a little bit of it.
So you played a decent amount.
It's not my kind of game.
You didn't like it as much as Louise and Devin did.
No, but I think it's one of those cult games where if you enjoyed it, I'm sure you're pumped for Neo 2. So yeah.
Last but not least, we had to have more Kingdom Hearts 3 because we have a release date. But here's the deal. Here's the thing, all right? So Square Enix was like, yeah, Microsoft, we're just going to give you our trailer that we're playing. Like, just you can have that. It'll be cool. You'll like it. Like, just take this trailer. It'll be fine. But no, PlayStation got a special trailer. They got the first ever reveal of a new world, the Pirates of the Caribbean world, featuring Jack Sparrow himself and all the other characters in that game. And damn, does it look good.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh my gosh.
And now you agree with me. It could possibly be a 200-hour game.
It very well could be.
Like, how many worlds did we count? 6?
6 worlds so far that I've counted that are like confirmed in there. And there's probably going to be more. So that's crazy. But Kingdom Hearts, it's looking better than ever. And again, plays best on PlayStation, obviously. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, I'm becoming a PlayStation fanboy again, but that's okay. So yeah, that's our PlayStation stuff. That's everything from the PlayStation experience. So there was there wasn't 50 games. So like Xbox always goes for the quantity, but here like this was a very good example of quality. over quantity.
Yes.
And
by far.
the quality of these games were, I mean, there was no bullshit in here. It was like, here's just games that look fantastic on our hardware. These are games that have story to them. They have characters. They have gameplay that looks enticing. Like there's so much in here that's right in video games.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just like, I really enjoy it, but
no, but Microsoft was doing that whole thing. Well, yeah, we make sure that these games run best on the Xbox One X or the Xbox.
PlayStation didn't have to say anything.
No, there's like, look how fucking good this looks.
Yeah, like the chief guy just came out for a little bit, and then the rest of it was just like, here's our portfolio of amazingness. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Austin, tell me your rating of the PlayStation Media Showcase of 2018 at E3.
You ready for this, Brett?
Oh shit, did you change it on me? Oh fuck.
I'm giving it a 10.
I'm
giving it a 10.
Oh shit.
After talking about it and like really thinking about it, letting it set in, man, my expectations were met. It started up here, it quickly fell, but then it shot right back up with all these games, all these things, like the culmination of I want to say a perfect E3 conference. I mean, yeah.
Except for that first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
for 5 minutes, yeah.
But yeah, 5 minutes.
This is definitely quality over quantity, and that's really all that I could ask for.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't ever get perfect scores because nothing's perfect in this world.
I mean, it wasn't.
I mean, I'm close to perfect score, but like when I left it, I was very satisfied. I'm still really hyped about it, but I'm not to the level I kind of expected myself to be. So with that, I'm going to give it 9.5. But that's still the best rating I've given any conference thus far. Beat out Xbox. I was like hyped about Xbox, man. When that came out, I was so excited.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good at the time.
This really did it up. They delivered. They brought everything. They came in. They showed up. They walked out, and they were like, "There you go. That's what we got." And it shows that they're really trying hard. They only have 10 studios, and those 10 studios are pumping out some quality games.
Yeah.
So hats off to you, PlayStation. We're excited to play more stuff on our PlayStation 4 Pro. I may upgrade to the Kingdom Hearts 3 Special Edition because it looks really cool. And
do it.
That's it.
Fanboys.
So stay tuned, everybody. We got more coming later this week. We're gonna have Nintendo. You might also be want to go back and check our Square Enix, our Ubisoft, our Bethesda talks, everything. So check it out, and we'll see you later on. Take care.
Happy E3, guys.
Happy E3. Thanks for watching our E3 coverage by The Inner Gamer. We have more videos coming out to you all week, so be sure you like and subscribe to our channel.
We also have a giveaway. We're giving away a $20 gift card. So head on over to theinnergamer.net/E3 2018. Find out all the full details and come back to our channel, watch all our videos. Click over here.